The best tasting Mick Ultra I've ever had.
Really?
I don't know what it is.
Huh.
It's just something about it today. It's like hitting me right on the palate.
Oh, no.
Is that a
That's
bad sign?
Yeah. Means that you're not going to put them down.
Oh, no.
You got bowling to do.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, here, let me try. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Maybe it's the perfect temperature.
Maybe. And I just had Gardellos. You ever have those?
Is that a mint? Oh, no, it's
No, it's
the...
like
the snack mix.
Yeah, snack mix.
With the Melba toast things.
Yeah.
I can never get past that Melba toast.
Really?
Or whatever it is. Right?
You don't like it?
I don't... Yeah. It's...
You got to have at least one of those in the handful.
I used to just like fish around for the pretzel.
What?
Isn't there a pretzel in
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yeah, I would eat the pretzel, and then everything else I was like, yeah. And so it's one of those snacks that I just can't get into.
Delicious. I love them. Welcome to the Bill and Joe Show. I am joined by Joe. This is a little bit different on a Tuesday.
Yep.
We finally got one down.
Mm-hmm.
Already up to like 100 plays for last week's show, and it's only been online for 3 days?
Wow.
Yeah, so people are paying attention. So tell me more about you got a fill-in for bowling tonight.
Yeah.
You're going to get wasted.
Well, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But, yeah, I got bowling. I'm in 2 leagues, Bill. You know. I keep busy. I keep active. I like to keep fit.
Now, what else do you got going on in your daily or your like weekly schedules? Like, let everybody know exactly what makes Joe tick.
What keeps me going?
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Well, I just got a new coffee maker.
Oh.
And it has the timer. And it can do either a single cup or a full pot.
Really?
So for my travel mug to go in the morning, I set that sucker to go. Kicks on. I wake up to the smell of coffee.
Nice.
It's awesome. Because
Nice.
it takes a while for it to permeate up to
Sure.
upstairs.
Sure.
But it happens.
Right.
Because, our upstairs is like a loft.
Right.
So we don't have a closed door to our bedroom. So the aromas can waft their way up.
Sure. Sure.
And today was my first day of like that. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I do not want to. And then I smell like coffee. And I was like,
That does sound nice.
That sounds pretty good. Even though I'm really dehydrated from last night's bowling.
Sure.
Because I sweat so much, right?
Right. Yeah. You just worked your ass off.
Right.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you a cup every morning? I mean, do you have to have your coffee in the morning?
I don't have to have it, but I'm not addicted to it, but I definitely crave it. So I'm not like, ooh, I got to have that caffeine, but I am addicted to the routine.
Okay.
And so that's what I do. I'll be sitting at work, drinking my coffee, checking the email. It's a nice little ease into the,
into the day, into the work day.
And then, and then some, might have to go have a bathroom break, because the coffee hits you and
goes through you.
Yeah, it starts the whole day just right.
Now, I don't know if you remember this about me, but I don't know, probably 15 years ago, man, the only thing I drank was coffee. Like, I would drink coffee in the morning, I'd drink coffee for lunch, and coffee at night.
I remember this.
Like, I would go play cards and just drink cups and
How
cups
many
of coffee.
pots of coffee do you think you were drinking a day back then?
Probably like 3 or 4, I would say.
That's it? I would have guessed higher.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to gauge because we were always at restaurants and the waitress would come and talk.
Yeah, and they're never stopping.
Yeah.
You need refill, hon?
Yeah.
Refill?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was back when you could smoke inside the restaurant.
Yeah.
So you used to sit there like
just smoke.
You get there in the morning.
Yep.
Drink your coffee.
Yep.
What the hell were you doing up so early? You didn't have kids to take to school.
No, I don't know. I either had to, I had to work some of the days. I would have to work for.
Okay.
Have to get up for work on some
But you're
days,
drinking coffee at work too?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go back in the break room. I was, for those of you that don't know, I was a waiter. And yeah, I mean, I would drink coffee while I'm at work.
Yeah.
So it was really the only thing I ever drank. I never drank water.
How's that work? I've never been a waiter. Do you just have a mug like everyone else, or do you have like a travel mug?
No, you don't. You grab one of the cups that you would give to the public.
So you're just serving yourself from the pot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're down in a mug of coffee in the break room.
Yeah, you go into the break room to have a cigarette. You drink your coffee.
You're smoking in the break room?
Oh, yeah. This was back in the
those
day.
were the days, huh?
Right. I'm sure everybody loved it, too, because we all had lockers, and there was only one place that you could hang your coat. So in the winter, us smokers could not give less of a shit that people were putting their purses and all their stuff in lockers and their coats, and people just back there smoking nonstop, like 7 or 8 people smoking at a time in a little room that's about as big as that bathroom.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It was brutal.
I would have been one of those people that leaves their coat in the car,
right,
and then runs in freezing cold.
Yeah, yeah. I am one of those smokers. I'm glad that you can't smoke in restaurants anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, it is nice.
You're trying to eat.
Yeah,
I mean, my wife will have scented candles on the table. You know, she doesn't anymore, but there was a time where I'm like, "You're gonna put that candle out, right?" No, I like having candles on the table. Well, yeah, not scented candles. I'm trying to eat here, and you got some rose garden wafting up at me, or some,
You're
caramel.
all about the waft.
Well, that's the word of the day, I guess.
Waft.
You're making the fart motion like.
Well, that's
like
what
you're trying to smell it.
That's what you used to do. You used to waft your fart over to somebody's face.
Yeah.
Or try and catch it in your hand. You ever done that?
I had a roommate that we'd be sitting on the couch watching TV together, and he'd get up unannounced, and as he walked in front of me, grab air from his ass and throw it in my face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the classic. Have you ever lit your farts on fire?
I never did that, but I've seen
You've seen it done?
I've seen it done millions of times, and it never gets old.
I saw a guy do it once when I was like 7. It was like
really?
Yeah, I mean it's
I didn't see it until I was at least like 21.
Oh, well, I mean, that's also when I lived in California, and California typically moves a little bit quicker.
Yeah, you guys were the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Yeah, everybody was a server.
We've been lighting farts for years.
Yeah. The guy who actually showed it to me was exactly that guy.
We call them butt torches.
Yeah. Butt flames.
Yeah, give me a butt torch, bro.
Okay, so you got bowling, you do the volleyball in the summer.
Yeah, and I love it.
You love the volleyball?
Oh, I love it. It's so much fun.
Why on earth would that be fun?
And it's in the sand, so you can dive and run, and you don't really get hurt. But what I've realized now that I'm in my upper 30s, that's not true anymore.
Oh.
Now it's like I go dive for something, and for the next week, it's just like, oh, I think I fucked something up. I tore up, or my knees hurt just from going down in the sand, just from kneeling down. It's unbelievable.
When did this start?
Well, this has been like every year it gets worse.
So you're starting to really feel the pains of being an old man.
Yeah, and I used to laugh at all the people.
God, we're almost 40.
I know.
Oh,
and I used to laugh at everyone that would act like, getting old, man. I'm getting old, and I'm like, yeah, that'll never happen to me.
Right.
I feel great.
Right.
And it's amazing how just little things can fuck up your whole week.
The most embarrassing thing, I think, for me about getting old is when you've been, like sitting down, with your girl or whatever, and you get up to go to the bathroom, and every one of your joints like cracks.
Right.
You just sound like an old door, and it's like it's so embarrassing. It's
I've been like that ever since my adolescence.
Really?
Like I would stand up and my knees would pop.
Really?
Like, yeah, I've always been that way.
No, I've never had that problem until probably like the last year. Like I can't sit down. Like I'm sure when we get done with the show, I'm gonna stand up and my hip will pop.
Really?
Yeah, it'll be like my hip.
No, that's an old man problem.
My knees, my arms, like everywhere.
Your hip.
Pop. Yeah, yeah. My hip will dislodge a little bit, dude. If I lay on my hip, like on the side, like if I'm laying down on the ground playing with the kids or something, and I'm laying on one side for a long amount of time, my hip will hurt.
Yeah,
I'll have to walk it off. It's like, what the fuck is going on with it? And my circulation isn't what it used to.
Oh, come on!
It's not. It's not. Like if I sleep on my arm, like my arm will be dead in like, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Hey, smoking's really bad for your circulation.
I understand this. I know. I've cut back.
Speaking of smoking, you got a nice little crackling wood candle going on right now.
Yes, it is. It is a Woodcraft. I'm trying to. Ow.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's called Crackling Fire.
Oh, how clever!
Right, and it kind of smells like a fire. Yeah, waft that.
Oh, is this the one that's supposed to smell like a campfire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually you have to leave it lit for like an hour before you smell it. Before you smell anything.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I found it out the other night. I lit it. It's just a cheap dollar store candle.
Oh, there's why.
So you have to light it and then leave it lit for like an hour before you'll ever begin to smell it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got that. So you love the volleyball. You love the bowling. Now, what is your other extracurricular activities that I mean, outside of, I mean, is the only time that you go drinking when you're doing a sporting event? Is that kind of how you're rationalizing?
No, I got to drink with friends. I socialize.
I was not aware of that. I didn't know that you went out.
Sure. I mean
karaokeing. I knew that. Big fan of karaoke.
No, not anymore.
Why?
I think that ship sailed.
Really?
Yeah,
you quit on the karaoke, on the singing.
I have some friends that still enjoy it, but it's kind of lost its luster.
And why?
I think from playing in bands. The last like 7 years, I've done the singing in the bands.
Okay.
So I'm doing like karaoke for real, playing a guitar and singing, and so it's not very fun to go like pick a song and then stand in front of strangers and just sing one song.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's why I've lost it.
I've never understood the appeal. Like, you've dragged me to a couple of karaoke nights.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Danielle, because Danielle loves it.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you've run into this problem, too. I hate karaoke for a completely different set of reasons.
Oh, what's that?
Well, I know that I've got a average voice. I'm not tone deaf.
Okay.
Like most people that sing karaoke are.
Mm-hmm.
Karaoke is kind of like a platform for people who shouldn't sing but have always wanted to.
They've got no other outlet for this voice on a microphone.
No.
They've got no other chance to hold a microphone and hear themselves amplified.
Right.
And I think that's a huge draw for it, because if you've never been in a band or done anything like that or DJ'd or something, holding a microphone and actually feeling what you imagine it would be like is pretty cool.
It's pretty, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty powerful, and especially when you get the attention of, the opposite sex or, something like that. But no, like with me, like if I'm with somebody, with a group of people or whatever, and we go to a karaoke bar, I'm always the guy. Come on, you got to sing. You sing. You're a singer.
Oh yeah, they're just trying to force you into getting up there.
They want me to get up there, and it's not that I
come
have
on,
a problem.
monkey, dance.
I know exactly what songs I sing, what songs what songs are compatible with my range.
Chances are the karaoke guy doesn't have them.
Probably. I've even been at a karaoke bar where I downloaded the goddamn thing on iTunes on my phone because he didn't have the song I wanted, and then I plugged it auxiliary into his stereo system and got
the karaoke
like
version. You
can
do that on iTunes.
Just go to iTunes and look up instrumental of whatever song you want.
Wow.
I think they have to pay, at least with the distribution company that we use. I think they have to pay like $350 to get to buy the rights to make it instrumental.
Yeah,
to place it and sell it.
Every song.
Yeah, every
and then
single
they have to
individual
sell
song.
400 of them just to make a profit.
Yeah, and then
because Apple wants like 70% of that dollar.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
But so my problem with karaokeing is that I've been doing it long enough. I've been singing in bands long enough and know what songs are in my range.
Right.
So I always choose safe so I can sound the best.
Yeah.
And it really sucks because when you're good at karaoke, people don't like you.
Right.
There's no applause at the end of
it's not
it feels like I'm trying to show everybody up, which is not the case.
You can't be good at singing and do karaoke.
No.
You either have to be terrible or awesome. So awesome that people are like, what
is going on?
But if you are that good, you can't be a real singer somewhere